Hello everyone! Last week we began our journey diving into the story of Thrall. He has become the Lord of the Clans, but there were still many of his people in need of liberation. From camp to camp, this newly formed Horde moved, liberating legends like Eitrigg. Now having Thrall as the Warchief, it meant that the Horde had another shot, another chance at carving out a piece of land and call it home. The event of the past would never be forgotten, but they could be better. Let go of the shackles placed upon them by the Burning Legion. Unfortunately, the Legion wasn't quite done with them yet, nor were they done with trying to conquer the planet. One night, Warchief Thrall receives a visit in his dreams by a mysterious prophet.
Heroes arise to challenge fate and lead their brethren to battle. As mortal armies rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow comes to consume us all. You must rally the Horde and lead your people to their destinies. Seek me out.
Prophet Medivh has come to clean up the mess that he made, since once upon a time he was corrupted by Sargeras, brought the Horde in to begin with. Now he too has a second chance to stop the tide of darkness. Move the pieces on the board so that they will be ready to defend the world against the Legion. Thrall couldn't make much sense of what this stranger was telling him, but he too could sense the return of the demons. With the spirits telling him to trust Medivh, he went to work, bringing together his Horde forces, including Gromash Hellscream, who got captured by the humans.
Bron, are you alright? I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride.
With the use of some stolen Alliance vessels, they then made their way towards Kalimdor. En route, they got caught in a sudden fierce storm, with no other choice but to seek shelter in a cove of a nearby remote island. That's the place where Thrall met with Sen'jin, leader of the Darkspear Trolls and father to Vol'jin. The Trolls were having a bit of trouble with humans occupying their islands, as well as the local Murlocs. The sea creatures, they'd started to worship a sea witch, a Naga, as we would discover many years later. They captured Thrall and Sen'jin, sacrificed the troll for the glory of Zarjira. Now our former Gladiator does his best trying to save his friends, but it's already too late.
The vision told me you would lead my people off this island. You don't have much time, young one. Go. But you and your people are coming with us. It'd be too late. I'm already gone. Those of you who wish to follow me will face many dangers. It will not be easy. But if you wish to join us, you are welcome.
Yeah, man. Pretty soon there'll be nothing left here anyway. We come with you.
Quickly, they leave the devastation of the island behind in search of destiny. After a couple of weeks on rough seas, the Horde does make it to Kalimdor, but they got separated from each other. Things aren't exactly more peaceful in this new patch of land, and soon enough, Thrall's forces find themselves squaring off against the Centaur.
I am Cairn, chief of the Bloodhoof Tauren. You greenskins fight with both savagery and valor. I am intrigued.
I am Thrall, and these are my brethren, the Orcs. We've come seeking the destiny promised to us.
Seeking destiny? It will find you in time, young one. However, there is an oracle far to the north which might be able to...
North? But there's an army of the horsemen marching north.
What? No. My village is in danger.
I must know more about this oracle. Follow them! Protect Cairn at all costs!
Cairn wants to take his people to the grassy lands of Mulgore, which is a bit tricky away if the centaur on the warpath. Thrall helps them out, make sure that the people stay safe. In return, Cairn points him towards the Stone Talon Peaks, where the Prophet is rumored to be. However, Thrall's not the only one on this journey. Medivh has also made contact with Miss Jaina Proudmoore. She has witnessed firsthand the death that the Legion brought to the lands of Lordaeron, but old hatreds are not easily forgotten.
They're battling humans. What? Loktar warriors! Hellscream needs help!
Wretched orcs, how dare you follow us to this land?
Save your breath, human. You'll need it to scream when I start tearing off your limbs.
Finally reunited with Grum, Thrall notices that something is off in his brother. The return of the Legion, it has its effects on the orcs, and the bloodlust takes hold. Where once Grum could see that Thrall's way was the way forward for their people, he now falls back into their old habits of death and destruction. Ignoring his Warchief's commands, Thrall sees no other choice but to send Grum away for a bit, while he deals with the prophets.
With these, we can reach Stone Talon Peak by morning.
A true warrior would simply take the pass from the humans.
Have you lost what's left of your mind, Grom? I gave you a direct order to leave the humans alone. What the hell is wrong with you?
Don't lecture me, pup. The wretches deserved death. Don't you feel it, Thrall? It's like the old days, like the demons are near.
I don't know what's come over you and your men, but this bloodlust is a liability that I can't afford.
I'm sorry, Thrall. You're right. I can handle it.
I can't take that chance, Grom. Take your clan into the northern forest and build us a settlement. I'll come and find you after we've reached the Oracle.
Hellscream was a bit pissed off at being sent away to do manual labor and get them a base. Thankfully for him, the lands they've entered are those under the protection of the Night Elves, who do not take kindly to these strangers in the lands that have started chopping down their forest. Even their demigod Cenarius shows up to protect the wilds, and that's exactly what the Legion had hoped for. Cenarius, in ages past, had been a great opposition. If they could get the orcs to take care of him, then that would make their path for conquest all the easier. So it was that Manoroth placed a little trap. He left behind a bit of his demonic blood. This is the same demonic blood that the orcs drank back on Draenor, Gromash being the first to accept it. Despite this going against all that Thrall stood for, Grum and his orcs, they embraced the gift once again, gaining the power to slay Cenarius, secure a victory for the Horde, but also placing themselves firmly back in the hands of the Legion.
I've come to bring you and your brethren back into the fold. Though you orcs failed the Burning Legion before, you will now serve us once again. No. We are free. Stupid, pitiful creature. I am the rage in your heart. I am the fury of your thoughts. I alone empowered you to bring chaos to this world, and by the endless void you shall.
Thrall's unaware of any of this, and after a bit of a rough journey, finally arrives at the Stone Talon Mountains, where he runs into Cairn again.
Cairn, what are you doing here?
Our debt to you orcs can only be repaid with blood. We've come to help you reach the Oracle. However, those metal-clad pinkskins look like trouble.
Those pinkskins are called humans. They are our enemies from across the sea. They seem intent on keeping us from the peak.
The Oracle's wisdom belongs to all. Perhaps the wyverns that live nearby can be of use to us. They have no love for hostile intruders. Hold, Warchief.
That's the young sorceress Grom told me about. It appears that she seeks the Oracle as well.
Be wary, young one. That cave is the perfect spot for an ambush.
Don't worry, Cairn. I was raised by the humans. I know their tricks and stratagems. There's no way that I'll let them stop me from reaching the Oracle.
There are 2 paths inside a mountain, so they have to split up for a bit, clear the way, avoid dangerous traps, until their long journey comes to an end, and they finally meet with the mysterious Oracle.
Orcs. I knew that we were being followed. Defend yourselves!
Stop! There will be no violence in this place.
That voice. You're no Oracle. You're the Prophet.
Very perceptive, son of Durotan. I am the Prophet. And now that I've lured you all here, I will tell you what destiny holds.
What the hell is going on here?
Thrall, this is Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the survivors of Lordaeron.
Survivors? What are you talking about?
The invasion of the Burning Legion has begun. Lordaeron has already fallen, and now the demons come to invade Kalimdor. Only together, united against the Shadow, will you be able to save this world from the flame.
Unite with them? Are you mad?
Have you heard nothing that I've said? The Legion comes to undo history and end all life. Thrall, your friend Hellscream has already fallen under the demon's influence. Soon he and your whole race will be lost forever.
No. I'll die before I let that happen.
Then you must rescue him immediately. He is the key to the destiny I promised you. However, you will need help.
Wait, this is insane. You can't possibly expect me to...
Destiny is at hand, young sorceress. The time to choose has come. For the fate of all who live, humanity must join forces with the Horde.
Orcs and humans working together. It was a crazy notion, considering their long history. But if there were any people to make it happen, it was gonna be Jaina and Thrall. Even as a child, she never saw the orcs as the monsters that the others saw them as. And for Thrall, people like Rifa, they showed him that there was good and kindness to be found, even amongst the humans. So it was that these two put old hatreds aside, worked together to save the world. First step would be to save Grum from the Legion.
Destiny is at hand. Lord Manaroth is our master now.
Who? You're not talking sense.
Ah, Thrall. You always believed that the demons corrupted our race, but that's only half true. We gave ourselves up willingly on Draenor. The other chieftains and I, we drank Manaroth's blood, Thrall. We brought this curse upon ourselves.
You did this to our people knowingly? Gah!
A small detail that I guess they never told Thrall before. The orcs willingly accepted the demonic blood, but at the same time, they didn't know the full consequences, believing that this was a gift from the ancestors, the path that the spirits wanted them to follow. Now a short battle later, and Grum is back at camp, sanity restored, but not yet entirely free.
Thrall, I see clearly now. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
To hell with your apologies! Right now, I need you to help me save our people.
Manaroth. We must face Manaroth in the canyon.
Then let's go. I don't want to keep the bastard waiting.
So predictable. I knew you would come. And I see you brought the mighty Hellscream. His blood is mine. As is your whole misbegotten race. blood haze has lifted. The demon's fire has burnt out in my veins. I have freed myself. No, old friend. You've freed us all.
For so long, the orcs had to deal with a demonic curse, but no longer. Gromash Hellscream, Thrall's brother in arms, has heroically sacrificed his own life to set them all free. A small setback for the Legion, yet their plans of conquest push forward all the same. Taking on their ancient enemy, the Night Elves, and setting their sights on the World Tree Nordersil at Mount Hyjal. It's there where Medivh's plans come together. Thrall and Jaina, despite not all the orcs and humans being exactly happy with the situation, they are working together. They join their forces with Malfurion Stormrage and Tyrant of Whisperwinds. Their force combined, they hold off our command as long as they can, while Malfurion and his druids prepare a little trap.
You orcs are weak and hardly worth the effort. I wonder why Manaroth even bothered with you.
Our spirit is stronger than you know, demon. If we are to fall, then so be it. At least now, we are free.
The wicked little whelp actually hurt me. Are there none left to stand against the Legion?
His arrogance would be his downfall, as our command had no idea that by the time they reached Nordersil, it was already too late. At Malfurion's command, the spirits detonated, blowing up the tree, the Night Elf's immortality, and the powers locked inside. The Dark Commander of the Legion's forces was sent back to where he came from, and the world of Azeroth, with great sacrifice, it was saved. What it seemed to be impossible to do had actually worked out. But now, Thrall and Jaina would have to go on a quest that was even less likely to succeed. They wanted to keep the unity going, show the world that peace between the Alliance and Horde was indeed possible, that Thrall's Horde was not the same as the first one that had showed up to conquer the world. While she took the survivors and set up base within Faramor, Thrall took his people and they settled in an area that they called Durotar, named after his father Durotan. His original message to the Alliance was a demand that they give him some good land for his people. To the north, there was Ashenvale, plenty of resources for the taking. Instead, they settled here, which wasn't exactly a comfy or beautiful land to stay in. The reason behind that is that it would enable his people to atone for the harm that they had done, and this land would toughen and strengthen them as well. It suits them, in Thrall's mind at least, because it is so harsh, because it is so brutal, because few beings other than orcs could wrest the living from it. With the aid of the Goblin Gaslow, they then built up the capital city of Orgrimmar, named after Orgrim Doomhammer, but just decided one day that there would be peace between the humans and orcs, would not let everybody just forgive and forget the events of the past. Soon enough, Jaina's father, Admiral Dalen Proudmoore, shows up. No matter what his daughter says, he only sees the orcs of the past, a threat to take care of. She wasn't able to convince him otherwise, so instead, she decided to step aside, let Thrall do what had to be done. In the meantime, our Warchief has received some aid from the Magnaval Rexxar. Rexxar had been part of the original Horde. He had fought side by side with orcs like Gromash. But that darkness that was within, the treachery of the Horde, it had him part ways. Believing that only the animals and the wilds could be trusted. But a fate encounter, it had a return to society and see this new vision that Thrall had for their people. After helping out with some odd jobs here and there, gain allies like the Pandaren Chant Stormstout, save the life of Bane Bloodhoof, or helping out the trolls and figuring out what was going on with the humans. Rexxar is truly a champion of the Horde. He was then given the honor of carrying their banner into battle as they made ready to claim the head of Dalen.
Thrall, Rexxar, I come in peace. You must believe me, I had no part in my father's plans. I wish none of this had ever happened. I don't know what to do.
We've bled together on many battlefields, Jaina. We've faced untold perils as allies. But your father threatens the security of our nation and the very future of my people.
You know how this has to end.
I know, Thrall. Do what you must. There is a goblin shipyard on a nearby island that could provide you with warships of your own. With those, you could scatter the blockade surrounding Theramore. But please, spare my men if you can. My father will try to use them against you, but they're the only real family I'll have left when this is over. Please do this. For me.
We'll do all we can, Jaina. You have my word. Now you'd better make yourself scarce. The battle's about to begin.
Our forces are ready, Thrall. It's now or never.
See it done, Rexar. I'll meet you at Theramore.
I must admit, you orcs are more tenacious than I remembered. I thought you savages would have turned on each other by now.
This is not the Horde you remember, old man. We have no interest in conquest or murder. We have paid for the sins of our forebears in blood.
Can your blood atone for genocide, orc? Your Horde killed countless innocents with its rampage across Stormwind and Lordaeron. Do you really think you could just sweep all that away and cast aside your guilt so easily? No, your kind will never change, and I will never stop fighting you.
By fang and claw! Unleash my strength! It's over. Stand down, humans.
Father, why wouldn't you listen?
Above all else, Jaina, he was a proud warrior. Remember him as such.
Durotar is now safe. We have no further quarrel with these humans. We will leave your isle in peace, Jaina. I pray we never have to come here again. Farewell, Sources.
Peace has been secured for the moment, but this is World of Warcraft after all. Warchief Thrall now faces the immense task of caring for his horde, his ever-growing family, with many threats from both within and without. That part of the story, and so much more, we'll save for next week. So for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, see ya!